The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Gibbs. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, They
got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Strzynski.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today.
Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back on the move. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Guys, when you think about Arizona State, it has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented.
There he goes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
There he goes. The 20, the 10. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now, oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. The give out of the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. give to the running back. Got room to work. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. At the 18. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup.
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, David.
And this is why we love the expansion of the college football playoff. Sometimes you get hot at the right time. Like late in the season, and you look like a team that could do some damage, and then you get to that moment and you get the opportunity now. So keep putting it together and see what happens.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create.
There he goes. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes 1 deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On the move, it's Daniel. He's out past the 35. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Forced out of bounds. A good pickup there on the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Going for it all. Touchdown, Minnesota! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Verrier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands. It's Verrier. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Punt is on its way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of 36. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Gibbs. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will give them the lead. Getting aggressive here and going for two.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And they'll knock him down.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. A quick pass to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Daniel. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Off-play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Gives it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Gets away from one, finds room. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to focus on yourself, keep executing, because you've been lighting up the score.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. First down and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Here comes the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now on first down from the 30. To throw, it's Gibbs. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Verrier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Roach. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got room at the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time he has looked his way. Good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Arizona State, 68.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Let's think a second about Arizona State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.